18 ships made up the Mahan class of destroyers. Armed in the beginning with 5 5-inch guns and 3 quad-tube torpedo launchers, the Mahans were an upgraded version of the Farragut-class destroyer upon their commissioning between 1936 and 1946. The class had varied success in World War II, with one of the ships, Coningham, receiving 14 battle stars. Cushing participated in the Battle of Guadalcanal. Despite being severely damaged, she managed to fire off 6 torpedoes at the Congo-class battlecruiser High. 3 of the torpedoes appeared to find their way to the Congo, but did little if any damage. Dead in the water, Cushing was quickly sent to the bottom, but possibly being the first U.S. ship to strike the enemy at Guadalcanal. In World of Warships, the Mahan is indeed an upgrade from the Farragut-class destroyer. Well armed with 12 torpedo tubes, you have the ability to launch 8 from one side before swinging around to launch 4 from the other. 2 of the launchers are fixed to both the port and starboard sides, whereas the center launcher can be used from both directions. This ability makes the Mahan a very capable offensive weapon. You'll have the ability to quickly fire off 4 to 8 torpedoes at a target. While the enemy ship may try to turn to evade, you snake around to launch your other side, adjusting for a change in the ship's course. You'll either catch the enemy ship in your salvo's crossfire or hit them with much more if they maintain their current heading. Equipped with ample speed, the Mahan is not quite as agile as her premium tier counterpart, the Sims class, but she is more than fast and maneuverable enough to get the job done. The Mahan is a destroyer of trade-offs. Its range and abilities all require deliberate planning. You must be willing to give up something in order to gain something. This is a big deal for US destroyers, as the range of the torpedoes is already at a handicap compared to IJN counterparts. Your first decision is whether or not 4 or 5 5-inch guns are more important. If you choose the hull upgrade for the Mahan, you'll lose one of your deck guns. Your guns don't quite turn as fast as the Sims class. Also, as a destroyer, will that extra round really make much of a difference? The Mahan, even with just 4 guns, has the ability to provide continuous and highly annoying harassing fire on enemy ships. How you choose also affects your next big decision, which is a torpedo upgrade. If you opt for the hull upgrade, you can upgrade your torpedoes to the Mark 12, which adds an extra 1.9 kilometers to the meager 4.5 click range the Mark 15 torpedo has, for a total range of 6.4 kilometers. This is huge. The Mahan can be spotted at a range of 7.9 kilometers. This means, with the stock torpedoes, you potentially have to traverse 3.5 kilometers of open sea in order to launch your torpedoes so that they may strike home. With the upgraded torpedoes, you only have to stay visible for about 1.5 clicks before firing. This is a significant difference. Of course, here's that big trade-off. With the upgraded and longer range torpedoes, you lose almost 4,900 maximum damage at just under 12,000 compared to 16,600 with the Mark 15 torpedoes. Basically, for every 3 of the Mark 15 torpedoes you fired, you now have to fire 4 Mark 12 torpedoes to equal the same firepower. Take for example a Fuso battleship with 57,000 hit points. One salvo of 4 Mark 15s has the potential to sink it. With the Mark 12s, you'll have to fire at least 2 spreads, as it'll take 5 to 6 Mark 12s to sink it. That's big right there. But again, you can attack with the Mark 12s from 2 kilometers further. As the skipper, you must decide which of these trade-offs are more important. I chose range over power. What's the point of power if you can only get 1 salvo off before being destroyed? Yeah, you might sink your target, whereas you might not with the Mark 12 torpedoes. But I'd rather stay in the fight. Be sure to add the Situational Awareness Commander skill. Knowing exactly when you've been spotted is vital to the success of a destroyer. Overall, the Mahan is a great destroyer. It features a decent complement of deck guns depending on your loadout, and the ability to fire off 12 torpedoes means that it can be quite fearsome in battle. This is a middle tier destroyer that can hang with the higher tier classes and force the enemy's hand in any battle. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more upcoming reviews. Zoop out.